Welcome to Healthy Journey, where smart choices today lead to stronger, healthier tomorrows. If you're over 60, this message is especially for you. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed your legs feeling a little weaker lately? Maybe getting out of a chair feels harder than it used to, or you're just not as strong climbing the stairs. You're not imagining it. After the age of 60, we lose up to 1% of our muscle mass every single year. This natural process is called sarcopenia, and while it's common, it doesn't have to be inevitable. Here's the surprising part. A big reason for this loss might not be your workouts, or even your age. It could be what you're eating before bed or what you're not. You see, your muscles don't stop working while you sleep. In fact, night is when they do their most important repair work. But if your body doesn't have the right nutrients, it pulls from your muscles instead. That means weaker legs, slower recovery, and even more fatigue in the morning. But here's the good news: you can flip the switch on this process. All it takes is choosing the right bedtime foods that support your muscles, reduce inflammation, and help you wake up stronger. In today's video, we'll count down the top 5 bedtime snacks that actually help stop muscle loss, repair tissue while you sleep, and leave you feeling more energized in the morning. And yes, all of them are backed by science. Stick around until the end, because number 1 is something you probably already have in your kitchen, but you've never thought to eat it at night. And once you do, you might just feel the difference in days. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the 5 best bedtime foods to protect your muscles even while you sleep. This is Healthy Journey, and your next chapter starts now. You might think of cherries as a summertime treat, sweet, refreshing, maybe something you'd enjoy on a picnic or tossed into a fruit salad. But what if I told you that tart cherry juice, not the sweet kind, but the tart kind, could become one of your body's best friends after 60? Let's talk about why this little bottle of ruby red juice is making waves in the senior health world, especially for muscle recovery, pain relief, and sleep. First, let's talk about sleep, something many of us start struggling with as we age. If you found yourself tossing and turning, waking up multiple times during the night, or just feeling unrested in the morning, you're not alone. Tart cherry juice is rich in melatonin, the natural hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. While our bodies make melatonin on their own, that production drops as we age. But here's the beauty: tart cherries contain natural melatonin. That means drinking just one small glass before bed can actually help reset your internal clock and promote deeper, more restful sleep. And when we sleep better, our body gets to work repairing tissues, including our muscles. That's especially important as we get older, because our muscles don't recover the way they used to. Now let's talk about another powerhouse benefit: inflammation reduction. If you suffer from sore joints, muscle pain, or stiffness in the morning, tart cherry juice could make a real difference. Tart cherries are loaded with anthocyanins. These are powerful plant compounds that fight inflammation naturally. Multiple studies have shown that drinking tart cherry juice can reduce markers of inflammation and even help with arthritis symptoms. And here's where it gets even better. A small 2019 study found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice daily for just 12 weeks showed improvements in both grip strength and muscle endurance, two of the most important predictors of mobility and independence as we age. That's right, a natural juice, not a supplement, not a pill. Just a 4 to 6 ounce glass of tart cherry juice before bed could help you sleep better, reduce inflammation, and support your muscles. Let's break down the ideal way to use it. How to use tart cherry juice for muscle recovery and sleep. Best type: look for 100% Montmorency tart cherry juice with no added sugar. Avoid cocktail blends or juices mixed with sweeteners. Timing: drink 4 to 6 ounces, about half a cup, roughly 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. Pair it with: you can enjoy it on its own, or pair it with a light snack like a rice cake or a small piece of toast for steady blood sugar overnight. Storage tip: once open, store in the fridge, and use within 7–10 days for best freshness. It's simple, it's safe, and for many seniors, it's one of the easiest changes they've made with the biggest results. Of course, if you're on any medications, especially for blood pressure or blood thinning, talk to your doctor first. Natural doesn't mean it's safe for everyone, and it's always smart to double check. But for most older adults, tart cherry juice is not only safe, it's delicious. And it might just become your new favorite nighttime ritual. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about what we do in the gym or how many steps we take. It's about giving our body what it needs when it needs it, even while we sleep. Coming up next, we'll reveal a simple spread you probably already have in your kitchen that keeps your muscles fueled until morning and helps prevent the dreaded overnight drop in blood sugar. Stay with us. Let's move to something you probably already have sitting in your pantry, a humble jar of peanut butter. Or if you prefer almond butter. These creamy spreads are more than just a nostalgic snack. They could be your secret weapon for preventing muscle loss overnight. Many of us grew up thinking peanut butter was just for sandwiches and school lunches. But as it turns out, this simple spread is packed with benefits for seniors, especially before bed. Let's start with the science. Peanut butter and almond butter both contain tryptophan, that's an essential amino acid your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin. So what does that mean for you? Well, when you eat a small serving of nut butter before bed, you're giving your brain the raw material it needs to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. But sleep is just one part of the equation. Nut butters also play a powerful role in muscle protection, especially if you eat dinner early and don't eat again before bed. If your body runs out of fuel during the night, it can actually break down muscle to stay stable, especially if your blood sugar dips too low. That's where peanut or almond butter comes in. They're both rich in healthy fats and slow-digesting proteins, which help keep your blood sugar steady and your muscles protected while you sleep. Why peanut butter or almond butter works for seniors at night: rich in tryptophan, supports melatonin production, and better sleep. Steady energy. Healthy fats prevent overnight blood sugar crashes. Muscle-friendly contains plant-based protein that supports tissue repair. Convenient. No cooking, no prep, just a spoon and a slice. Here's how to make the most of it and avoid common mistakes. How to eat nut butter before bed for best results. Portion, control, stick to 1 tablespoon. More than that adds too many calories and fat before bed. Pair wisely. Spread on whole grain toast for added fiber and complex carbs. Or slice a half banana and top each slice with a dollop of peanut butter. Want a little crunch? Add a sprinkle of chia seeds for extra omega-3s. Choose natural versions. Look for nut butters with just 1 or 2 ingredients, nuts and salt. Avoid added sugar or hydrogenated oils. If you're concerned about weight, don't worry when used properly. Nut butters actually help you stay fuller overnight, which means less snacking the next day. Plus, studies show that diets including moderate healthy fats like the ones found in peanuts and almonds are associated with better heart health, better blood sugar control, and reduced inflammation. Quick bedtime snack, ideas with nut butters for seniors. Peanut butter banana coins. Slice half a banana into circles. Top each with a thin layer of peanut butter. Sprinkle with cinnamon or chia seeds. Almond butter toast. Toast a slice of whole grain bread. Spread 1 tablespoon almond butter. Optional, add 2-3 thin apple slices. Nut butter plus oat bites. Mix 1 TBSP peanut butter with a spoonful of oats and honey. Roll into a small ball and chill. Eat 1 bite before bed. Even if you're not hungry before bed, a small smart snack like this can be the difference between muscle loss and muscle protection. As always, if you're living with diabetes or on a strict low-fat diet, speak with your doctor or dietitian first. But for most older adults, 1 tablespoon of natural nut butter is a safe, effective, and easy choice. It's time we stop fearing food at night and start using it as a tool. Food doesn't just fill us up, it heals, it protects, and yes, it can rebuild muscle even while we sleep. Coming up next, one of the most underrated dairy foods that works while you sleep and feeds your muscles all night long. It's been quietly helping bodybuilders and seniors for years, and it's probably in your fridge right now. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked but most powerful foods for preserving muscle in seniors, and it's probably sitting quietly in your fridge right now: cottage cheese. You might think of cottage cheese as old-fashioned or something served with fruit at a brunch buffet, but science sees it very differently. Cottage cheese is actually one of the most effective nighttime snacks you can eat, especially if you're over 60. The secret lies in the type of protein it contains. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids gradually over several hours. That's exactly what your muscles need during sleep. As you rest, your body enters its repair mode, rebuilding tissues, balancing hormones, and restoring energy. But it can't do that without fuel. When you eat cottage cheese before bed, you're delivering a steady stream of amino acids that your muscles can absorb throughout the night. That means less muscle breakdown, more repair, and better strength over time. For seniors, this is a game changer. Because age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia doesn't just make you weaker. It raises your risk of falls, limits mobility, and slows metabolism. Cottage cheese gives you an edge quietly, affordably, and effectively. How much cottage cheese should you eat before bed? Just 1 or 2 cups of low-fat or full-fat cottage cheese about 30 to 60 minutes before bed is all you need. It contains around 13 to 15 grams of protein, depending on the brand. What to look for when buying cottage cheese? Simple ingredients. Look for options that list just milk, cream, and salt. Low sodium if needed. If you're watching blood pressure, go for low sodium varieties. Avoid added fruit or sugar. These may taste sweet, but spike blood sugar and add unnecessary calories before bed. Full fat versus low fat. Either is fine. Full fat may help with satiety, while low fat is lighter and still protein rich. Not a fan of eating cottage cheese plain? No problem. You can dress it up without hurting the benefits. Tasty bedtime combos with cottage cheese for seniors. Cottage cheese plus cinnamon plus walnuts. Sprinkle cinnamon for blood sugar balance. Add 2-3 crushed walnuts for healthy fat and crunch. Cottage cheese plus sliced peaches, no sugar. Use fresh or canned in water. A great alternative to sugary yogurt. Cottage cheese plus ground flaxseed. 1 teaspoon of ground flax adds fiber and omega-3s. Helps with regularity and inflammation. Now you might be wondering, is it really safe to eat dairy before bed? For most people, absolutely. In fact, research shows that protein-rich dairy can improve next morning energy, increase satiety overnight, and even support bone strength due to its calcium content. Still, if you're lactose intolerant, there are great alternatives. Try lactose-free cottage cheese or even plain Greek yogurt with similar protein content, but look for low sugar and high protein versions. What matters most is consistency. Eating protein before bed once in a while won't create change, but making it a habit even 3 to 4 nights a week can lead to stronger muscles, better sleep, and better health. And for those of us in our golden years, every bit of strength counts. It means getting out of chairs more easily, carrying groceries, walking with confidence, and just feeling more in control. So don't overlook this old school food. It may not be trendy, but it's powerful. Cottage cheese isn't just a snack, it's a nightly tool to help you age stronger. Coming up next, a fruit that helps your muscles relax, reduces nighttime cramps, and supports sleep naturally. And the best part, you probably already eat it, just not at the right time. Sometimes the simplest foods are the most powerful, and few foods are as familiar, gentle, and comforting as a ripe banana. But did you know that eating one at the right time could actually help protect your muscles and improve your sleep? Let's break it down. Bananas are nature's original bedtime snack. They're rich in key minerals like magnesium and potassium, both of which play a direct role in muscle health, relaxation, and sleep quality. If you've ever been woken up in the middle of the night by a painful leg cramp, you're not alone. Nearly 1 in 3 older adults experience nighttime muscle cramps, and one of the most common causes, low levels of potassium or magnesium. That's where bananas shine. Just one medium banana provides about 420 milliliters of potassium and a gentle dose of magnesium, which together help your muscles relax and reduce cramping while you sleep. But there's more. Bananas also contain natural sugars, glucose, fructose, and sucrose that slowly release during the night. This helps stabilize blood sugar and prevent overnight energy crashes that can lead to muscle breakdown. And let's not forget about tryptophan, the same sleep-supporting amino acid found in nut butters. Bananas don't just contain tryptophan, they help your body absorb and use it better. That means eating a banana before bed doesn't just help your muscles, it also helps your mind. You'll fall asleep easier, stay asleep longer, and support your body's natural overnight repair process. Best ways to eat bananas at night for seniors. Now let's talk about how to enjoy bananas in a way that boosts results without adding unnecessary sugar or calories. Option 1. Banana plus peanut butter coins. Slice half a banana into small rounds. Add a thin smear of natural peanut or almond butter. Optional, sprinkle with cinnamon for blood sugar support. Option 2. Warm banana mash with cinnamon. Lightly warm half a banana in the microwave about 10 seconds. Mash with a fork, sprinkle with cinnamon. Eat slowly with a spoon like warm pudding. Option 3. Banana plus cottage cheese bowl. Mix sliced banana with 1-2 cup cottage cheese. Add a sprinkle of flaxseed for added fiber. This combo gives you protein, plus potassium, plus melatonin support. Whichever way you choose, just remember this: bananas are more than just a sweet treat. They're a functional food that supports your nervous system, your heart, your muscles, and your sleep. And here's something important. Don't wait until you're cramping to add bananas into your routine. They're most effective when used preventatively, 3 to 5 times per week, ideally before bedtime. And if you're worried about bananas spiking your blood sugar, don't be. Bananas have a low to medium glycemic index, especially when eaten with healthy fat or protein like nut butter or cottage cheese. The combination slows digestion and keeps your energy stable overnight. Bananas are also portable, easy to digest, and affordable, which makes them one of the most accessible superfoods for seniors. And maybe most importantly, they're comforting. Eating a banana before bed can feel like a calming, familiar ritual, a small act of care that reminds your body it's time to rest and heal. Because in your golden years, it's not about massive changes. It's about consistent, gentle support. And when you give your body the right tools, even something as small as a banana, you'll feel the difference. Coming up next, a food you probably never thought of as a bedtime snack. It's savory, rich in omega-3s, and it helps your muscles and brain heal while you sleep. Trust me, you'll want to try this before you judge it. Let's talk about a food that's often reserved for brunch plates or gourmet appetizers. But it's actually one of the most powerful tools for overnight muscle protection: fatty fish, specifically smoked salmon or sardines. Now I know what you might be thinking. Fish before bed. But stick with me, because this isn't about a full seafood dinner at 10 p.m. It's about a small portion of a mighty food that helps your body heal while you sleep. Both smoked salmon and sardines are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, healthy fats that reduce inflammation and support brain health, and yes, help preserve and rebuild muscle. Why does that matter at night? Because inflammation is one of the silent enemies of aging, especially after 60. Chronic low-grade inflammation can accelerate muscle loss, increase joint pain, and interfere with deep sleep. Omega-3s are like firefighters. They help reduce this internal heat, allowing your muscles and joints to recover properly while you rest. But there's another reason fatty fish is perfect before bed. It's high in quality protein, the kind your body uses to maintain muscle. Just 2 ounces of smoked salmon or sardines give you 12 to 15 grams of protein. That's a powerful dose for such a small serving, especially if you eat dinner early and your body needs protein to carry you through the night. And here's the bonus: sardines are also high in calcium and vitamin D, 2 more nutrients that support bone strength and muscle contraction. How to use fatty fish as a bedtime snack. Now don't worry, we're not talking about cooking a full salmon fillet or serving hot fish late at night. This is about small, cold-served, no-prep solutions you can enjoy in just a few bites. Snack idea 1, smoked salmon roll-ups. 2 ounces smoked salmon wrap around a thin slice of cucumber or a spoonful of light cream cheese. Optional, sprinkle with chopped dill or squeeze of lemon. Snack idea 2, sardines on whole grain crackers. Choose boneless sardines packed in olive oil or water. Spoon 2 to 3 onto whole grain crackers. Top with a slice of tomato or dash of black pepper. Snack idea 3, salmon plus avocado bites, mash 2, TBSP avocado, spread on a rice cake or whole grain toast, top with 2 Oz smoked salmon and sprinkle of sesame seeds. If you're new to sardines, start small. Try the boneless ones, packed in olive oil for a milder flavor. And always check the sodium content, especially if you're managing blood pressure. Why this works for seniors. This simple bedtime snack does more than just curb hunger. It delivers the 3 things aging bodies crave most while sleeping: anti-inflammatory fats, complete protein, and deep nervous system support. Omega-3s also promote the production of dopamine and serotonin, helping reduce anxiety and regulate sleep, especially in older adults with trouble falling or staying asleep. And unlike sugary snacks, fatty fish won't spike your blood sugar or disrupt your digestion. It's light, satiating, and gives your body everything it needs to recover. A word of reassurance. Now, if fish isn't your favorite or you're vegetarian, don't worry, we'll talk about plant-based omega-3s in a future video. But if you're open to it, smoked salmon and sardines are a smart, small addition that could make a big difference. Because this isn't about drastic changes or strict diets, it's about honoring your body with the right nourishment at the right time. So next time you're winding down, skip the cookies. Try a few bites of smoked salmon or sardines instead, and let your body rest, rebuild, and recharge. Coming up next, we'll wrap everything together with a quick recap and a simple challenge to help you get started even tonight. Let's bring it all together. So remember, what you eat before bed matters. After 60, your body needs intentional support to preserve muscle, reduce inflammation, and promote deeper, more restorative sleep. It doesn't have to be complicated. A few bites of cottage cheese, a small glass of cherry juice, or a banana with nut butter, these small nourishing habits can quietly transform your strength and energy over time. And here's the good news: you don't have to eat all 5 foods every night. Even choosing just one and building a consistent evening routine can help slow muscle loss, improve sleep, and reduce those nagging nighttime cramps. Hi, I'm a certified nutrition specialist working with older adults across the country. And here's what I tell every client who comes to me feeling weaker or more tired than they used to. Your body is still capable of amazing things, but you need to feed it like it matters. Especially at night. That's when your muscles recover, your brain resets, and your cells go to work. Even if your activity level has slowed down, your nutritional needs haven't. In fact, they've increased. You need more protein, more anti-inflammatory nutrients, and better nighttime habits to stay independent and strong. The foods we covered in this video, cherry juice, nut butters, cottage cheese, bananas, and fatty fish, all offer a gentle, senior-friendly way to support muscle health without adding stress, calories, or discomfort before bed. So my advice: start tonight. Pick one of these foods, make it part of your wind-down routine. Try it for 1 week and see how your body feels in the morning. You might just wake up more refreshed, stronger, and ready to move. Because at Healthy Journey, we believe aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means learning how to nourish the body you've worked so hard to build. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, share it with a friend or loved one who might be struggling with leg cramps, poor sleep, or muscle loss. And don't forget, hit subscribe to Healthy Journey for more weekly videos on smart aging, nutrition tips, and wellness tools that make a difference.